everyone, my name is Cash. If you are new here, welcome. If you have not seen my setup video, spoiler, I am out on maternity leave for August. I just had my baby boy in May, so I'll be out all of August and I will come back after Labor Day. As summer is coming to an end very, very fast, we have Meet the Teacher Night in just a couple of weeks. I wanted to take some time and share kind of what I do for Meet the Teacher Night, since I am getting it ready for my substitute and getting it ready. I'll actually be there, but just getting everything prepped and ready for that. This will be my 5th Meet the Teacher Night, and every year I have tweaked it just a little bit to make sure things go as smooth as possible. I actually used to do stations, and I quickly found out that that was not the way to go and the best use of time, because our school only sets Meet the Teacher Night for 1 hour. So some of the families weren't even getting through all the things in my room, and that meant they couldn't make it to things in the gym or tour around the school, things like that. So I knew I needed to condense my time and just make it as efficient as possible. The first thing I do is I greet families right at the door. Now, I always try to be at the door, but sometimes that's just not always the case. I might be helping families or students find desk or cubbies, or they may have questions, so they might pull me aside, things like that. But I always try to be right at the door for every new family when they come in. What I do is I just greet them. I greet mom, dad, guardian, whoever is there, and I greet the student and I welcome them in my classroom, and then I just kind of direct them to help find their desk. And then I have a welcome slide that kind of gives them some more information on what to do next. When the students arrive, I do have a little sheet on a clipboard with all of their names, and I just check if they have come. It's not like a requirement or anything by our school, it's just for me. I just check them, and then if parents have questions or concerns or anything they want to tell me right off the bat, there is a little blank space that I just kind of write general information that they wanted to share with me or any questions. The second thing I always have is a welcome slide. Now at our school, we don't have to have a presentation or anything like that. So I just do like a 1-slide thing that says welcome to my class. And then I have just a few little to-dos, I guess, for the parents and families to do with their kiddo. And mainly it's just helping them find their desk, helping them find their cubby. That way they know where they're going on the first day of school. I also have on the slide just information telling the parents to fill out all of the colorful papers. I try to make all of the papers that need to be filled out by them just colorful, and the school does too, so it kind of makes it a lot easier. But I just have them fill out the papers and return them to me. I don't require them to be done that night, but most of the families do. However, I do require one piece of information, which is just a transportation form. It's a little blue sheet that just has them circle how they're getting home on the first day and how they're getting home on or throughout the rest of the year. I also on the slide say don't forget to take a tour around the school. I have a lot of new families that are new to the district, so a lot of families don't really know that they can do that, so I always be sure to mention it. And there's always a lot of fun little things set up in the gym, especially if they're big photo parents and they like to take photos. There's all kinds of photo ops, and then there's other important things like car rider tags and things like that. So I always try to direct them to the gym. The next thing is I always, of course, have their desk set up. I have their name tag as well as the colorful papers. I have a parent packet that just gives detailed information about who I am, how my class runs, like important things they need to know, things about like birthdays or homework or behavior. I also provide information about our rules, our take-home folder, and I also provide a little piece of paper about our specials. Every day we have a different special, and on Wednesdays it rotates, so I like for the parents to be kept in the loop with that. As I said earlier, I provide my own colorful papers that I would like parents to fill out, like the transportation form and student information, but the school also has some, so they have things about field trips and I can't remember what the other one is. So I just try to put all those papers in one pile That way parents know, like, okay, this side I need to fill out, take home or whatever, return. This side I can just keep at home. I also provide a little treat on the student's desk. Every year I've just done blow pops. I've seen so many cute ideas on Pinterest or Instagram. I always do it just for funsies and just to add a little happy treat and happy note for my students. The next thing is I have an area in my classroom for big supplies. That's things like Kleenex and Lysol wipes, paper towels, things like that. Last year I didn't kind of think this through. I had little containers for all those things and it obviously filled up very fast and overflowed. So this year I'm going to get totes and put them in the front of the room like I had last year, except there will be more space, hopefully. So that's also something I would do, is just have an area for your big supplies. I tell the kiddos and families just to keep all the other supplies at their desk, because that turns into something that we'll actually do the first day of school. We'll sort through all of their major supplies. They have an art bag that they have to put together, and then all of the other supplies will stay in our classroom. I also provide a snack bucket. This is completely optional. Not even all the teachers at my school do this. I just got this from my mentor teacher. She had a big bucket of snacks and water for the families if they would like. Last year I didn't have anybody touch it, which was fine. So I just held on to all those things for snacks throughout the school day for the kids. One other thing I do is an estimation station. This is such a fun thing for the kids. I also got this from my mentor teacher. So on the counter, I have a jar of Jolly Ranchers in little slips of paper. And I just have the kids fill out their guess on how many Jolly Ranchers are in the container. So on the first day of school, this turns into a really fun math activity. So essentially the kiddo who either gets right on the nail or gets as close to, they get to take all the Jolly Ranchers home and they love it. These are just some miscellaneous things that I would like to mention. So if I know that a student has like an allergy or a medical condition that I would like more information on, I will ask the parents during that time to give me some more information, and then I'll write that down on the little slip of paper that I mentioned earlier so that I am prepared for the first day and for the school year. So after that night is over, I go around to all the desks and I collect papers that have been filled out, and I especially collect the transportation forms because I write that down. And then I double check with the kiddos on the first day, like, hey, do you know how you're getting home? This is what the paper said, whatever. So I definitely collect that. I will also clean off their desk and put their first day of school activities on, which usually is a coloring page with their name, Play-Doh, and a name tag with their lunch number on the back. This is because our Meet the Teacher night is the night before the first day of school. I also will put away all of the big supplies that are in the totes. I'll just kind of push them under the little counter that I plan to do. Last year, like I said, I overflowed, so it was kind of a little chaotic mess. If students did not make it that night, I put all of those papers, anything that was on their desk, I put it in a little Ziploc bag and I will hold on to it for the first day of school for them. If the student has unenrolled, I keep that Ziploc bag and I mark it as a new student bag. So this was a super quick little video on how I do Meet the Teacher night. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that these things have to be done in your classroom. I just wanted to share in case someone was looking for some new ideas or different things to do for their Meet the Teacher night. If you found this video helpful or maybe sparked some new ideas in your classroom, please don't forget to like it and subscribe. Would love to have you over here. Thanks, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.